plus-size travel social media influencer. This is her. Notice the mask, too. Just to put it over the top. Notice the mask. Okay? Shocking. Plus-size travel social media influencer. What is she selling? I mean, come on. Demanded that airlines better accommodate larger passengers when traveling. Jaylyn Shanae from Vancouver, Washington, started the change.org petition, no joke, demand for the FAA to protect plus-size customers, detailing several demands she's making. She kicked off the petition claiming she and her fiancé were subjected to discrimination on a recent flight from Pasco, Washington to Denver, which takes over 2 hours. You can scroll down, too, and they're going to show more photos. She claims other passengers refused to sit next to them, with the pair receiving hateful comments and disapproving looks while traveling. So she claims hateful comments. Look at her. Okay. As plus-size travelers, my partner and I have unfortunately experienced discrimination and discomfort. On one flight, I was forced to occupy only one seat. Oh, heaven forbid! One seat. With immovable armrests that caused me pain and bruises, citing that when she and her fiancé purchased extra seats, they are still mistreated, she claims. Shanae said her experiences flying caused her pain and vulnerability, and that airline companies have a responsibility to consider people of larger size. The FAA must require, this is what she's asking for. She wants all airlines to implement a clear customer of size policy that prioritizes the comfort and well-being of all passengers. The policy should include clear guidelines about accommodating larger passengers. Ready? All plus-size passengers should be provided with an extra free seat. She wants an extra free seat or even 2 or 3 seats, depending upon their size. She wants somebody, a massive person, to get 2 or 3 extra seats so they can sprawl that fat as far as they want. On whose dime? She wants the airline to pay for that? Honey, put the cheeseburger down.
So basically, her and her husband deserve 2 rows.
2 rows.
Wow.
Right, just for free. She's going to pay for her 1 seat. But, honey, if you're taking up more than 1 seat, then you pay for them. I pay when I go on an airplane. I pay for the seat I take up. If I have to put my dog on a seat, and sometimes I do buy a seat for the dog because I put her underneath. Sometimes she gets a little upset, so I have to have a seat for the dog. Don't ask questions. Then, just know, you saw my dog on the show. She's this big, so, But I pay for the seat. You want to sprawl that width across how many seats and not pay? Honey, no. Wait, it gets even better. For plus-size passengers who purchase extra seats on their own, she wants the airlines to reimburse the additional seats. Okay, so she wants them for free. I'm not done yet. I'm not done. She also wants the airlines to provide additional airport assistance to plus-size travelers, including wheelchair assistance and priority boarding. You got to go on the plane first because you're fat. Why? Because she's embarrassed. That's why. Because she's trying to probably get through the aisles and she can't. Why is that everybody else's problem? Most people are fat because of the decisions they're making. It's a lifestyle decision. The vast majority of people, I know there's going to be somebody who says, oh, but a thyroid can do. How many people do you know who are fat actually have a legitimate physical, biological reason why they're fat? The number is quite small. And even those people, I would argue, a lot of that stuff that's going on with their thyroid is coming from environmental factors, is coming from food, is coming from stuff that you'd be surprised when you make better decisions what happens to your thyroid. Regardless, most people are fat because they're eating badly, because they're not exercising, because they're lazy, and because they want to be fat. They don't have the motivation to lose the weight for whatever reason. That is the position they want to be in. If you're making a choice that you want to be fat, why is it my problem? Why is it somebody else's problem on that plane? Why does somebody else have to pay for you to expand? Why is it not appropriate that somebody would complain? If I sit on a seat with somebody, let's just say somebody's not fat, right? And they're sitting like this on the plane, their elbow. I mean, that's going to annoy me. I'm going to say, can you please stop doing that? In the same way, if you're obese, morbidly obese, and your fat is bleeding into the other seats and you're taking up my seat that I paid for, yeah, damn straight I'm going to complain. Either relegate yourself to the seat you're in by, put a few cheeseburgers down, honey, or buy another seat. If you want to be fat, cool. Everyone's entitled to make their own decisions as bad as they are for your life. You're entitled to be fat if you want to be fat. Then you got to pay for a seat for the fat, for the chunk. I'm sorry. It's the truth. Y'all know you're thinking it. Maybe some of you aren't saying it, but you're thinking it. Her petition also calls for larger size bathrooms. She wants, for plus-size travelers, she says planes should have at least one wheelchair-accessible restroom. Okay, a wheelchair-accessible restroom I could get on board with, right? Okay. But a larger size, it's an airplane, honey. It's not a duplex. Maybe the bathroom is the size that it can be. You're on an airplane. If you can't get into the bathroom on the airplane, reevaluate your life. Maybe there's a problem. If you're like, well, I can't fit into a seat on an airplane and I can't get to the bathroom and I can't walk down the aisle, maybe there's a problem here. Maybe you need to reevaluate your life, make some different food decisions, make some different exercise decisions. You're taking your life into your hands every single day by just walking around. You're going to have a heart attack or something terrible is going to happen by virtue of you being morbidly obese. Other businesses in general, do not have to accommodate your lifestyle decisions. They don't. I know I'm heated, but I can't with this stuff. Okay. She also says the TSA, by the way. The TSA should implement clear guidelines for screening plus-size travelers. Train agents on how to respectfully interact with plus-size travelers, offer sensitivity training, and provide accessible screening equipment. You know why? It's probably hard to screen. First of all, can you get through that machine? I don't know. The metal detectors and all that. I'm not sure. If the bathroom was a problem, who knows? Right? And then secondly, when they're feeling around, there's probably a lot going on. They got to get under. You know, when you get a pat down, I usually offer the pat down because I don't like those machines. We could talk about that.
Yeah, how do you pat her down?
How do you pat her down? What are you going underneath? It's very awkward for everybody, right? So, I mean, sensitivity training. Listen, I am tired of walking around eggshells on this stuff. Listen, if you decide you want to be fat, cool. It's up to you. You don't get to say, I want to be fat, and by the way, I want to be on the cover of Fitness magazine, and I need society to put a stamp of approval. No. Now, media will do that because they're woke and they're sick, and they want everybody fat and sick because then, you know, their big pharma friends make a ton of money off of it. Great. So they'll do it. But you can't force businesses to swallow this nonsense. You can't force businesses to make payments to you because you've decided you want to be fat. I want to see what she ate on that flight, frankly. I do.
She can't even fit into the entrance of the plane.
Let me tell you something. She couldn't fit on?
No, she can't fit the entrance of the plane if you look at this video.
She probably has to go sideways to get on there. She's got to go sideways to get on the plane, and somehow it's going to be my problem, right? And you know what? Because I'm sitting here, and I'm not fat, right? Someone will be like, oh, Jed is fat shaming. Jed's so mean because she's skinny. No, I'm not. This is not about mean. This is about people saying they're entitled for an airline, for a business to pay for something. And by the way, they're going to call people around them mean, right? Just some girl sitting next to them can't speak up and say, can you move out of the way? Oh, you can't because you're overflowing into my seat? Then buy another seat. I'm so tired of everybody having to tiptoe around the fat. I'm tired of it. I really am. Do you know I sat on a flight? This is way back. I haven't flown. Wait, when's the last time I flew? I'm going to be flying to New York soon. I'll let you know if there's any, stuff going on there. But I remember flying. This might have been when I came down here to do a PPD show. There was somebody who was obese on that plane. And I look and I see there's stuff oozing over to the other side. And I see the other woman trying to find, a little tiny bit of her seat to sit on. And do you know what I watched? Food item after food. That fat person with sandwich, cookies. Oh, I'll take another round of this, drinks, everything. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I'm tired tiptoeing around the fat. Listen, obesity is not cute. Obesity is not healthy. Obesity is not something to strive for. Obesity is not something that I'm going to glorify. And obesity is not something that I'm going to keep my mouth shut about if your fat is oozing into my airplane seat. I don't care. Put the McDonald's down, honey. Oh, she wasn't eating McDonald's. What was she eating? Dorito? What? Tell me what. Oh, she had a salad. What? With some thick old ranch dressing layered on real thick? What was to the right of the salad? Chicken nuggets? If you like the short clip and want to watch another short clip, click here. Or if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.